In this lecture, I want to tell you the truth about willpower. I've given you a lot of information. They all come from real research, but sometimes it can lead people to have the wrong idea. And in everyday life, people can have the wrong idea. But I want to go ahead and clarify something right here, right now. What if self-control isn't as draining as we think? I've just shown you that we can feel as though our tank is empty, that we cannot exercise self-control anymore after we are tired or exhausted, because there is no more ability left in us. But what have I told you? That's just a metaphor. It's just a trick that our brain plays on us to say, hey, listen, you are out. You can't do it anymore. You are powerless. You should just go for the temptation. So if you are this woman, you can justify your bad behavior by saying, I can't help it. I was good all day and I'm tired. I'm powerless. I know about the research on willpower. I know it's like a muscle. I'm worn out. And so I just have to give into this temptation because there is nothing I can do. That's just wrong. Even though in general, like I said, lots of studies have shown the effect of being worn out after successful self-control. It doesn't have to be that way. There are tricks to overcome it. One of them is building up your self-control muscle, in which is what we have just talked about in the last lecture. But there are a couple of other things that are important to note as well. So here are some reasons why we don't actually lose willpower, and some studies have shown that if you look specifically at these qualities, then you can see times when willpower doesn't go away. People are just able to exert self-control. So one thing to note is that if we are actually motivated to reach our goal, we can remain strong. If you remember back to the 4 ingredients of self-control that we have talked about at the beginning of this course, motivation was the big one. You have to care about your goal, and some research has shown that if you make people a little more motivated when they would otherwise feel tired, exhausted, and unwilling to exert self-control, they can still keep strong. If you create that motivation, if you remind yourself of your motivation, commit yourself to your goal, then it doesn't matter that you might feel tired. You still have ability. It's not that you are actually washed out of ability. The second thing to note is that it's all in your head. The real thing that matters is the perceived depletion. If you think that you have no more self-controllability, then that's really what's going to matter. If you think that then you are going to cave to temptation more quickly, but some research has shown that even for people who have not depleted their willpower in actual fact and are just led to believe that they resist or they stop resisting temptation, they give into temptation. So if you just perceive that you are out of willpower, then you are going to lose the strength to resist temptation. However, if you can convince yourself that this is all crazy, there is nothing in your body called willpower. There is no secret chemical in your body that's willpower that can be drained through exhaustion. You know that, and you understand that, then it's clear that you haven't lost willpower and you are just as able to resist temptation as someone who is wide awake and ready to go during the day. The final thing too is it depends on your beliefs. If you believe that willpower can be depleted and there is nothing you can do about it, well, then you are going to give into the temptation. However, if you understand that this is crazy and that when you are tired, it doesn't mean your willpower is gone. Then it can keep you strong. For example, this is one study has shown that there are two types of people. Some people believe that after a strenuous mental activity, your energy is depleted and you must rest to get it refueled again. That's people who believe in this power depletion effect. But there are other people who are just as likely to believe that your mental stamina fuels itself even after strenuous mental exertion. You can continue doing more of it, and in the research, what they find across a whole bunch of studies is that the first type of person who believes that strenuous activity depletes your energy. Those people cannot resist temptation after they have been tired out through some of self-control activity. But the people who believe that your mental stamina fuels itself are totally able to resist temptation. They are completely able to regulate their mental activity even after they have gone through something that we will think would wear that ability out. So the case strategy to note here is that you need to stick to your goals and trust that you are never powerless over a temptation. It's just a belief that we have, that once you reverse that belief to be closer to the reality, you will be a way more equipped to resist temptation and stick to your long-term goals. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit the subscribe button before you go. If you have any questions, comment below, give me a like, and just follow me to don't miss one of my videos on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. To your success, your health and wealth mentor.